All right, wonderful people, lovers of freedom. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to each and every one of you. Welcome back to Expose News TV, your one and only YouTube platform where they give una hot updates on how things they be for Biafraland, on anything with the sup. Always know that we'll be here to give you straight up how it's happening. Okay, the latest one with the buzz range coming from the PM Ekpa after recently it was released into public that 27 kidnappers, yes, in quotes, ESN members that are loyal to Simon Ekpa were killed by security operatives. Yes, my people, this is the latest news and that came up. And of course, we know how things are whenever this kind of news comes up. Now, it was seen, PM Ekpa, Simon Ekpa saw this and was like, and decided to react to it immediately because, of course, this is not true. And he debunked it with immediate effect. And the next thing, this is what he said. He says here that disregard this criminal in former Enugu, there is nothing like an ESN. If they have killed innocent Biafrans for propaganda, we will retaliate heavily. And they will feel the forces of Biafra in Enugu in a few days. And people, this is just the truth. Right from time when PM Ekpa came back, I think he dissolved. There was a dissolving of the ESN, Eastern Security Network. Yes, there was a dissolving. And ever since then, he has been announcing that there is no ESN. He has said this several times. But each time these people, to push their propaganda and to push whatever it is within their mind, they would come out and say, oh, that there is an ESN, or that they killed ESN members, or that they found ESN members kidnapping or killing their own people and stuff like that. They would always wake up and say things like this. But whenever the PM sees this, he would always come up and say, oh, what people are saying is not true because I have dissolved the ESN. What we have is the Biafra Liberation Army. Yes, and he still mentioned it here. Let me go on. He says here, all the command of the Biafra Liberation Army, the Biafra Resistance Fighters, and the Biafra Navy in Bakassi are intact. Of course, none of our fighters are missing. But if this is true, this means that there are innocent Biafrans that have been slaughtered by the terrorist state in Enugu. And we will hit you very hard in the coming days because, of course, there will be an investigation that will be taking place. That is what this particular talk means. The PM is going to put into investigation concerning the fact that they have released that, in quotes, they have sent some men, ESN in quote, according to them, to judgment. And if they are actually men that were sent to judgment, that means these people have sent innocent Biafrans to judgment, and they are going to feel the heat in the coming days. This is what the PM is saying. He said, is it on record that even in former Abia state, that the terrorist police Nigeria are shooting each other, thinking they are shooting non-existent ESN? Because there is no ESN at all. They have been dissolved. And he said here that what we have is the Biafra Liberation Army. Any day you announce you have killed the Biafra Liberation Army, I will take you seriously. For now, we'll investigate and we'll revenge if Biafra find out that there have been innocent Biafrans have been killed for this propaganda. Yes, my people, we know that whatever propaganda that they want to push, they would always find a way to hold down or whatever it is to pull their sources. Also, the Biafra Prime Minister will be having a joint media interview, of course, soon. Just get ready for it. Everything that he is doing, as we all know, is to push for the movement of the Biafra the Biafra freedom. Nothing is going to stop us. There is nothing to actually think about because anything that we do here is for the benefit of the Biafra Liberation Army. Okay, again, of course, there have been a video has been released, and in this video, young boys are lying lifeless. And the PM has commented on this. He said that these people are people. Okay, let me read it. He said this is the work of the HQ Nigerian Army against Nigerian people, against Biafra people rather. The extrajudicial executions by the Nigerian Army. Another massacre of Obibi, Ubiruru, Ihite, Uwe in Olu, Uku government area of Imo State, youths by the Nigerian military. These unarmed young men walking home and going about their business were shot dead by soldiers for committing no crime. This is what has been happening a while now in Olo, which is the truth. It has been happening consistently, and Nobody is taking note of it. Under Tinubu's regime, this particular genocide is happening. Genocide is happening under Tinubu's regime. Let the world take note. Oh. Let the world take note. Because when the time will come, when there will be a full-time retaliation on these people, let them not cry. Let them not cry. That's just the truth of the matter. Because for them to graze their cows, why are they coming into our land? If it's not for a takeover, I don't know what else it is. Because right from time, I believe what these people have always wanted is to take over our land. Because you enter the streets of Owerri, you enter the streets of Anambra, you enter the streets of Ohafia, Igbo land, you'd see Hausa people, mosques built everywhere. And these people are able to like wake up one day, enter there, do whatever they want. The places where they are mosque or where they pray to their Lord on Fridays are being filled or is being filled with all these Hausa and Yoruba Muslims covering the roads, blocking the roads, stopping movement because of the fact that they are praying to their God. You don't try that in their rural areas. You don't try that in their place in the north. They will take you down. They are not in support of anything Christian, and if you are a Christian in that place, which means you are hiding as a Christian. But then they come into our place and we give them that accommodation of, hey, the peace we have here and how we would always want to accommodate them in anything they do. And this has given them the morale to feel like they can take over or do whatever it is. Go to people's universities, you see these people there. You see that they are now the ones riding bikes, and these are all steps these people have taken towards taking charge of the Igbo land. And it is very heartbreaking and very bad that these are the things that are happening. You see that in every state, one way or another, especially in Owerri, there is an Amawusa. That place they call Amawusa, that is where it's as if they've been given that place. I don't believe anywhere in Biafraland these people should be allowed or given a place where they can stay. Because their mission is to take over, encroach and take over, give birth. Give birth. Have lots of children wherever they are. They do not even care. They breed their young ones anywhere they find themselves. And they come out and beg. And that is how they live their lives. And so these are, you feel that they are just people that are begging. It's a lie. These are things that they use to encroach into the land they want to convert and they want to take over. And that is why we need to be alert as Ndi Igbo. We need to really be at alert to make sure that these things don't affect us. These things don't find us one day and end us. Because that is what it's aiming for. That is what this whole mission is aiming for. To cleanse Ndi Igbo. But of course, we are not supposed to allow that to happen to us. We are not going to let that kind of thing happen to us because we are Ndi Igbo. And we expect this is our land. This is Biafraland. The fact that these people have rejected giving us our land or they've rejected giving us our referendum so for us to stay on our own does not mean we'll allow people to encroach into it. And thank God for PM Mazi Simon Ekpa that has decided, that have taken it up to his head, that has carried it on his head to make sure that the movement is not forgotten. The movement is carried up. The referendum is not a mission to be given up on. And that is why a whole lot of things are happening right now because of the movement that has not been given up by people that have dedicated their lives to fighting for freedom. And so my people, if you think that maybe you are not in support of Biafra, that is fine. Finally, when we get it, you can stay with them. You can stay with people that are ready to oppress you till death, that are ready to shoot you if you mess up, that are not even in support of Christianity. The only thing they want you to worship is that their God, which is the Muslim, which is their Allah. And then you would understand that there is no place that is better than where you are coming from. Yes, and that is the truth. People always wake up and say a whole lot of things concerning how we cannot stay on our own or how we cannot live on our own. But then we've been able to live with people that are not interested in our progress. They are not interested in anything we hold dear. They've only ever wanted our failure. They've only ever wanted anything that will bring us down. That is what these people have always wanted right from time. And the earlier we get that into our skull, the better for us. They are not interested in us.
They're not interested in us making it in any way. They've always wanted to take over. They've always wanted to have access, benefits from all our businesses and things like that. And that is one of the reasons they've decided not to let us go. But then we are not backing down on anything that concerns the Biafra movement. And so, my people, this is where we come to the end of this particular broadcast. Thank you for joining us. Remember to subscribe and turn on your notifications too. Thank you.